And then you have the Ric Flair match.
We'll get to that in a second.
I love that. Flair match was way better than anything I saw in WWE over the weekend.
No.
That's not true.
No.
You don't need to be doing flips, almost losing your balance on the top rope to
had
tell
a heart
good
attack.
story.
He almost had a heart attack.
He was just selling it.
I jab.
I love that he went from
Dirtiest player in the game.
73
Still
years
got it.
old,
Eye
went
poke.
from faking a heart attack.
He's a terrible actor.
front of
It's
his
clearly
children.
a fake heart attack.
No, man. I was worried. I was worried. Did you see the quotes before the match? He's like, well, no doctors have told me not to do it. He's just like, don't ask, don't tell policy when it comes to his personal health. He was wearing it as a badge of honor that he got his BPM up to like 150.
He was winded by the time he got to the ring.
Yeah.
I saw him a radioactive shade of red in a photograph tying his shoes before the match.
Yeah, it's a lot.
At one point, he just laid down on the mat in the corner for like 5 straight minutes while his tag team guy was wrestling. He's just laying there on his back. I'm like, is he dead?
I loved that match. I love the story that it told. However, both the shoulders were down. That's a double pin.
That's what I was saying.
It's a double pin. Rick didn't win that match. Jared has a case.
Dan, tying the shoes is a tricky game. It is. I mean, the blood starts rushing to your head. It makes you look a lot more exhausted than you actually are. It's a very dangerous, tricky game, especially if you're our age and you bend over to do it. You need you need a good chair to put your foot on, and then you tie the shoes. But bending down to do it, you look like a mess afterwards.
Okay, but that's 70s and 80s. That's Kim Bokamper's
for me
age.
right now.
That's not. Come on, Stugotz. We'll do weekend observations in a second. But again, I want to point out to the audience, this is the thing that happened. Ric Flair had his last match. You can make the argument, maybe greatest wrestler ever. He faked a heart attack in front of his family that had to be legitimately worried that he actually wanted to die in the ring and was okay dying in the ring if that was the result. A man who's been hit by lightning multiple times. Faked a heart attack in front of his family, and then went eye gouge right out of it, eye poke right out of it. And then this is another thing that may have escaped people's attention. Wrestled the entire match in a shirt.
Yeah, I mean, he did that for
2
you.
shirts, I think.
He did that for you.
Sad.
Yeah, you don't want to. He's 73 years old. He understands the aesthetics.
Only 73, huh? Simultaneously, like, wow, he's lived to 73, and only 73.
There was one shot after he won where he lifted his arms. It was such a bad angle for his
can't believe
underarms.
we're doing
They
this.
cut away from it so fast.
Guys.
That you could tell in the truck, they're like, no, cut away. Rather, other angle.
He's a 73-year-old man that's been in an airplane accident and wrestling damn near his entire life and has a pacemaker. I've never seen someone at that age with a pacemaker.
Why the hell is he wrestling
Because
then?
he's a goat, man, and he's addicted to it. And this is probably just kicking off a last match tour.
Yeah.